So hello everyone. Today I'm going to demo RecurPost to you. And thank you for the love that you guys have shown us. We are a new company, not that old, probably a month old. But in the last month, we have been getting overwhelming support, and we have built some really nice features based on your feedback. So let me start the screen, share the screen with you guys, and then we'll start from there. Yeah, can you guys see my screen just fine?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So I have two monitors. When I look that way, that means I'm looking at my other monitor. I'm not looking away from you. So when you log in, this is the first thing you'll see. It's the editorial calendar. This will show you what we have scheduled for you based on your preferences. So for instance, here in this case, this is a brand new account that I created for this demo. So I have 3 things to go live on 9th of September. If you click on details, you'll see which accounts this will be posted to. So for instance, this particular post will be posted to my Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn accounts. Also, if you wanted to filter by accounts, you only want to see what is getting posted on this particular account, you could do so. As you can see, we have different type of accounts that you can add. So this is a LinkedIn company, this is LinkedIn profile page, we have Twitter. For Facebook, we have group pages as well as personal profiles. So let me start with that. If you wanted to add a new social account, you would go to social accounts page, click on add social accounts, and then wait for it to load.
And how many are we allowed with a basic membership?
Let me get to that.
Sorry.
So yeah, not a problem. I'll explain the plans later, how the plans are divided. So you can add any of these. For instance, if I click on Facebook, so that will add my profile. That's no fun. Let me click on pages. So you'll see a list of all of your pages, and these 2 I have already added. So you could remove them or you could add more here. And then click save and finish, and they will be added. Similarly, you could add Facebook groups. Facebook only allows you to post to groups that you own or you are an admin of. So you'll see a list of those groups that you administer. So you'll be able to post to groups as well. Then similarly, you could post to LinkedIn companies. You'll see a list of all the companies and your LinkedIn profile as well as your Twitter profile. So once you have all your social accounts added, you go to your libraries. So libraries are where you put your content. So you could create any number of libraries. As you can see here, I have a bunch of libraries here. And every library, when you go in, you'll see the content that you have added. For instance, here I have a YouTube link. This is a link where we got talked about on Lifehack. Then this is where TNW talked about one of our products. So these are the links that I have added. This is YouTube video. If I wanted to add more content, I would add content. And then let me just pick a random link from, let's say, Mashable. So if I put a link here, I forgot. When you put a link here, it will try to go to that page and bring the information. So it picked the image, the title, and the description from there. You could use this, you could modify this if you wanted to change anything about this. You could change the title. And here is where your message goes. You could remove the link, it doesn't matter anymore because we already captured the link here. Then what we have is stop recycling after. If you only want a post to recycle till a certain date and stop after that, you could check this box and then select the date, the last date when this update should be posted. So we will automatically stop it after that date. So this is good for scenarios where you have a promotion going on for an event. So once the event has been held, you don't want to post about it anymore. So this comes handy in those scenarios. Then this is a link post. Similarly, you could create an image post where you would select an image. I'm just gonna select a random one, and then you could write a message. So that's the basic difference between a link post and an image post. Now, we also have upload in bulk functionality. What this does is it allows you to upload a lot of content in one go. For instance, I'm going to select some images. So I'll select, let's say, 5 images. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I click open, and it will create 5 different posts for me. Now I want to attach text to it. So one thing I could do is I could just write hello here and add caption. What it will do is it will add hello to all 5 of them. But if I had customized text, let me open it. So I have here 5 quotes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I click add caption, in that case, it will take one line. It will add to the first image, second to the second one, third to the third one, fourth to the fourth one, and fifth to the fifth one. So that's.
Can I ask you a quick question here?
Yes, please.
That's very, very, very cool. So you didn't have to delineate it with commas and a CSV or anything like that?
Right. No, nothing.
How does it know the end of the line?
So basically, I had it that way. So for instance, I picked it from my text editor, and when I was putting those, for instance, I put a next line here. So you copy and paste. So we automatically see where is the next line. So if you see here, if I put these two together, it will, and then this is the next line. So it automatically detects the next line in your text. So if you simply copy it from a CSV, you'll be fine.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. So you could add everything to your library, and if you wanted everything to have a stop date when they should expire, you could set it here, and it will add that date as the date when it should stop recycling. Or if you wanted to change it for an individual post, you could do this here. So everything else will expire on 8/8, but this one will expire on 9/20. Yeah, so I'm gonna cancel and go back. Now we have 2 more things. Sometimes you want to delete everything from your library.
Well, I can't take anybody until they release you.
Sorry?
So they really have to agree that I can leave.
You need to mute people. I think people are unmuted.
Let me see. Probably they joined later. Okay.
There's a setting that says like mute people upon entering, but if you can't find it, just mute the people in the room one by one. That's what I do.
Okay, let me try to find this. I'm a hardcore techie, but I cannot find these.
No, Zoom sometimes perplexes me too.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like everybody's quiet now. I put in the text box and asked people to mute themselves.
Okay, yeah, that will help. Okay, so let's continue. So you could delete everything if you wanted to delete every content from your library, or you could go to individual content and you could delete it. Similarly, if you wanted to shuffle the order, you could shuffle the order. Or if you wanted to change the order one by one, we have these arrows. If you say move down, this will be moved down. If you wanted to move something up, you could move it up as well. So you could change the priority from here, or you could do a random shuffle, and then we will randomly shuffle the order. Now, so that's the content library. Again, you can add content to your library, which we have gone through. You could upload one item at a time, or you could upload in bulk. So once your content libraries are ready and you have added your content, what you need to do is you need to tell RecurPost when and where to post from these libraries. So for that, you will create a schedule. So for, let's say I'm creating, these are all the schedules, and I'm gonna create a new schedule here. So I want to post from, let's say, witty quotes to my Twitter, I could select daily, and then I could say auto schedule for best time every day. So it will find the best time for the day when it is posting, and it will schedule for that time. Or you could say, I want to post every day at 9 p.m. So you could select that one here. So that's for daily setting. If you wanted to post on a particular day of week, you select the weekly setting, then you select the day when it should be posting, for instance, Wednesday, and then you can select the time, or you could let us choose the best time to view by selecting auto schedule for best time on selected day. Finally, we have monthly scheduling, where you select the day of the, you could select the day and the time, and you could say auto schedule. So this is optional every time. Every time you select best time, we will find the best time for you and post it that way. The way we calculate best time is every day we check for how your posts performed. If we see that a particular time slot is doing better, we will give that priority. So that becomes your best time eventually. So every day we recalculate your best timings. So once your schedule is ready, you can see it here. You could click on details and it will show you. For instance, from this library called Call to Action, I am posting on my Twitter and my Facebook page at the best time for that day, every day. And on my LinkedIn company page, I'm posting daily at morning 9 o'clock. So here you could see the schedule. So this is something that we are working on. You'll see a very nice calendar type of view for your schedules. So that's about it. Once this is done, we will schedule content for you in your editorial calendar. So now, one thing that I heard Jennifer talk about was that we do not have RSS feeds yet, but I promise you guys that's coming soon. We are working on it. And just to show you guys what it will look like, it's not ready, but I have something that I can show you. So for instance, I added one feed for Mashable, and it fit everything. You could say approve or reject. So this is not 100% ready. That's why it doesn't look that nice, but we have that. So if I wanted to add a new feed, let's say some random website, and I wanted it to add to testimonial pieces, add to library after approval, or add to library without approval. If I select add to library after approval, in that case, it will put it in a pending queue. And I could add the feed.
This looks just like Edgar's RSS to me. What is missing? This looks good.
We are still testing this. We haven't tested it, so it's not live. This feature will be live tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So it really is imminent. Okay.
You guys,
thank you so much.
People need to mute themselves. We're still getting all sorts of interference. Okay, please.
Yeah. So for instance, I just added that feed. So it pulled all the blogs posts from that feed. As this is going to be very simple for you guys. But we are still testing it and figuring out what we are missing and if it is working everything right or not. And once we are working as expected, we will make it live. So that's about it, guys. This was a quick demo of RecurPost. If you guys have any question, I would love to take those and answer.
There's a lot of questions in the chat, but I have a couple right off the bat. If I can go first, and then if you could just look in the chat and answer those. The first is browser plugin. Will we have a plugin to, like we do with Edgar and Buffer, where we can just click on the button from wherever we are in the web and add it to our RecurPost?
Yes, that will be coming. Once we have this RSS feed, and we have two more features planned. One is that you can share one item from one library to multiple other libraries. So you could copy things. So that is the next feature after that. Then we are going to give you the ability to export your content so that you always own it and have a backup with you. After that, we will be working on the browser plugins.
Okay, and the other thing that is really a deal maker or breaker for me is in Meet Edgar, when you look at the schedule, if you could click on your schedule tab up there at the top, when you in Edgar, when you click on schedule, you get to see the whole plan at a glance. So I can see, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, full 24 hours, 7 days a week. And then it's color coded based on the type of content. And I just think this is a really, for those of us who are visual, it really is so important. Do you have that scheduled or no?
Yes, definitely. I forgot to mention that we have that scheduled, and that should be live next week.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah. We are
okay. Wow.
Yeah, we are really quick. This RSS feed, I listened to you on your video, and you were talking about how we do not have the RSS feed. So I had my engineers, I was like, look, this is the video. And she's saying we are lacking this. Can you guys do this? And they're like, we can try. So they spent like 8 hours, and then they built this.
Okay, great. Well, I'll just send you my PayPal account, and I'll take all what do they call it? Royalties. Just kidding. Okay, so now let's move over into the chat because people have some very specific questions.
Yes. I'm gonna go to the top and start with the first question.
Okay.
Okay, so how many accounts? So for that, actually, let me look at the plans page. So we have different plans. So first plan is obviously free. You get 3 social accounts. You can mix and match. It could be all 3 Twitter profiles or all 3 companies or 1 Twitter, 1 Facebook, and any way you want. And then you can have 100 updates in your libraries. So you can have as many libraries as you want, but a total of 100 updates in those libraries. If you upgrade to a $25 monthly plan, you get to add 10 social profiles, and you can have up to 1,000 updates in your library. If you go to our large plan, which is $50 a month, you get everything unlimited.
Okay, quick question. So if you say like the thought leader plan as 1,000 posts, is that 1,000 pieces of content in our library, or how many times a piece of content goes out on a particular channel?
No, it's the 1,000 pieces of content in your library. Also, if you create one-time post, we do not count that towards your limit. So I don't think I showed you that. So we also have create one-time post option. So similarly, you could give you could create a one-time post. You post a link here. You post a link here. You select the date and time, and you select the accounts where it should be going. And then this is just like what Edgar has. They call one-time post, and it will appear.
Right.
So we do not count those towards your limit either.
And then another thing that I love that is super slick is I take my Twitter cards, which is just a piece of code ultimately for a Twitter card. And when I put that little piece of code or that link into a tweet that gets recycled, and I've created that category within Edgar, and it says Twitter cards, when it goes out, it automatically formats itself into the beautiful picture that is the Twitter card. Would Recur act similarly?
It should, but I will have to check.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to our audience here.
Right. So let me look at the next question. Okay. So first question was how many counts? We have already answered that. Then Heather said she loved the stop recycling feature. Thank you. Then love that you can match the codes. Total game changer for me. Thank you again, Heather. Then so the limiter is the hard return. Yes. So if you are copying from a CSV, you should be fine. That should not be a problem. Then how would it know what the best time is? I think I touched upon that, but the way it is we have certain guidelines on what is the best time in general. So we start with that. And as we post on those times, we see what kind of response you're getting. So from that, we add a value of positive or negative to every time slot. So those time slots that tend to perform better will eventually be your best times. So that's how we find the best time for you. Then does it work for any other social media platform? So we work with Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For Facebook, we have pages, profiles, and groups. For LinkedIn, we have companies as well as personal profile. For Twitter, we have profiles. Then can you have multiple schedule? Yes, weekly, daily, and monthly. You can have all of them. Let me show you that quickly. Add new schedule. You could say from this library, post daily as well as post on Wednesday, best time, as well as post on 12th day of a month and post it to this account. So that's how you can.
Yeah, this is a wonderful feature for everybody who has Facebook groups and posts. We post those, call to action memes with, Monday motivation, Tuesday tech, that sort of thing. Right.
Can I ask a question about that? Can you guys hear me or not?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please do.
So on that one, you can actually set it up like what Jen was saying for every Monday at 6 a.m. that the same post would go out, or do you have to go in each week and actually set that, or does it? Because I see auto schedule for a time and date, but can we set it for every Monday at 6 a.m. or whatever, the same post?
So if you want to create one post every Monday at 6 a.m., what you need to do is you need to create a new library with just that one post. And then you could say everything from this library goes out at Monday, 6 o'clock. So since you only have one post, it will keep on going every Monday.
That's what I do with Edgar, is Sandra, if that's Sandra talking.
It's Vicky. Sorry.
Oh, hey, Vicky. Yeah, that's what I do with Edgar.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Then the question is, if you have two kinds of posts on the same network on the same day with auto schedule, will they schedule at the same time? So I'm trying. So this question is from Heather. If you have two kinds of posts on the same network on the same day with auto schedule, will they schedule at the same time? No, they won't. If you schedule two things on the same network from the same library, they will take the first best time and the second best time. Then
so they will both go out. They just won't go out in the same time. Okay.
Exactly. If you chose best time in that case.
And if you didn't?
If
you actually set like 8 a.m.
Then they will both go out at 8 a.m.
Even though they're both in the same place? Same
Right.
file?
If you are telling us to send it out at 8 a.m. Oh, no, my bad. Yes. I think, yeah, that's right. So if you say that from my as seen in content library, post to my Twitter at 8 a.m. on Monday twice, for instance, this scenario. Weekly, Monday at. So this scenario, if you do this, then we will take two posts from that library and post it at 8:20 every Monday.
Okay.
But this is if you wanted to do it this way.
We need people to mute themselves because we're getting a lot of interference. And then if you put your questions in the chat, we're getting to all of them.
Then the next question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do we create our content library categories, or do the ones Dinesh shows standard? No. You get to create every single library. When you create a new account, you have no libraries, and then you create your own libraries as you wish. Take my money now. Well, I would love to, Mike. If I come on with the standard plan. Yes, if you start with our free plan, we are not planning to charge you anything ever. You can use it for free forever. And we are recording this call, so you have my word. And I'll send it to Jen, so she will have it.
Okay.
There is no yearly discount listed. What is yearly discount? We never created a yearly plan, but if you guys are interested, I will definitely create some yearly plans where we will offer you discounts for paying upfront.
I have a question I need to ask. With regard to your API permissions or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, with Edgar, I've never been penalized. I don't know anybody who ever has. Sometimes you have to reset your permissions for LinkedIn or whatever. But and I don't know how all this works, but like it's kosher, right? Like we're not gonna use this and then get banned by Facebook or get in trouble or anything.
No, we're using their APIs 100%. When you add your account, we will ask your permission to allow our app to post on your behalf, and that's about it. It's totally kosher. It will not put your accounts in harm's way.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hogging up all the question space here. So let's see. Let's see, who else do we have?
We have Lisa. Which social media platforms? Yes, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Then we have, can we use library categories with standard plan? Yes, you could use, you could create as many libraries with any of our plans. Any plans for Instagram? Mike, the problem is Instagram does not have APIs. So we do have a product other than RecurPost. I will not mention it here, but Instagram does not allow anything with their APIs. So we cannot add Instagram at the moment. But if they open their APIs, we will definitely add it to RecurPost. Then you, okay, can you include Instagram scheduling? Just what I said. We can't do that with RecurPost. This is totally kosher. Then Wiki has a list of questions. Wiki, you could actually send them to me if you want to take those offline. Then we have, thank you for your response. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Heather wants to make sure that auto schedule won't post two posts at the same time. Sounds like it would choose the two best times.
Right. If you selected best time, then we will not post at the same time. We will post at the first best time and second best time. So the only scenario when it will post twice is this one that you can see on my screen. If you explicitly asked it to post at the same time, two things.
Will you be changing the time so that it we call that military time here in the States, but so can you make that can you make it like 8 p.m. instead of 2020, like 8:20 instead of 2020?
Sure, we'll do that. We will actually make that a setting because some of our users like it that way. So if you go to your account settings, you'll be able to change your time zone for now. We will also add the setting so that you could change your time display from military time to the AM PM time.
All right, Vicky wants to know if you have training or tutorial programs. This is it.
we don't have any program per se, but I do create some tutorials, and we will be posting links to those on our Twitter. But I did create some tutorials. But the thing is, right now we are in development mode, and every day we get new feedback. So we make changes to our platform. So if I create a video right now, 2 days later, you will not be able to find the options where they were earlier. So I don't want to create too many videos at this point until we, we have accommodated all your requests.
And Isabel she said she knows Instagram doesn't have an API, but she wants a reminder the way that Latergram does, which basically is you schedule when I guess you want to post, and then you get a reminder, and then you know, I guess, that you need to post.
That is one thing that is possible, but for that we need to have an app so that we could send you notifications.
Oh, right. All right, so Vicky, here's her list. Is there an affiliate program? Will you add the Pinterest platform? Will you be adding other platforms, and do images post as full images? Good question. That's something I meant to ask about the images.
So it tells me that the meeting will last in 1 minute or so. So to answer that, yes, we are planning to add Pinterest soon. We have access to their APIs now, and we are playing with it. But it may come maybe like in 2 weeks.
What was that? What that was to the affiliate program? What was that answer?
That
to?
Pinterest. We have Pinterest coming in next few weeks.
And will you be adding other platforms and do images posts as full images?
Could you explain that a little more, please?
So like when you, sometimes when you post images, they don't spread out like natively and big and beautiful. They just show as these little thumbnails.
Right.
So we want to know,
We,
yeah.
We had that setting earlier, but we changed that from user feedback. So now it will post natively.
Okay. And then, do you have an affiliate program is a popular question. Kat and Vicky want to know.
Yes, we do have an affiliate program. We do not have it up on the